think that's interesting.
Yeah, that's probably right, Fowler.
Yeah. You see what
Welcome, Vulcan community, for this impromptu late night live. The medium
Early
article.
morning live for me.
Yeah.
It's 2 a.m.
Yeah, this is normal time for everybody up here. Pride, are you at work?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, I'm on my way to work. I'll be there.
It's like 4
26
p.m.
minutes.
It's 4 p.m. for Kurthia, so he's like chilling. He's like sitting there
9
getting a tan
o'clock.
on out there. And what?
9 o'clock p.m.
Man, I literally was in bed. I saw this announcement. Of course, Compton, who, if he wasn't here in the comments, would get an earful from me. He goes, "Let's go." He goes, "Guys, go live." And I'm like, okay. Then I'm like, no, I'm in bed. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me just type in something. Let's see if I can get 20 Greek emojis. Man, that hit so fast. It really disappointed me. I was like, kind of like,
See me a little bit better now, or you can't really see me again?
no, we see you a little bit. It's good.
Just
for
a little
you.
bit.
Just the way we like you. We can hear you, but can't see you.
Perfect.
All right.
I give the people what they want.
You give the people what they want at all times. Prado, I did a live earlier, and people were like, wow, Greek talks a lot. And I'm like, yeah, that's because Prado's not on the live. So it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I saw.
We were making jokes.
And Freedom quickly was like, okay, let's get back to daylight.
Yeah, he kept me in check, which is good because I get out of check a lot. All right, so we're going to get to the news. Here's the article.
The article, man, because I haven't even gotten a chance to read it. I've been driving. I was driving with it, and the notification came that there was something in the announcements. I looked at it, just glanced. It's like this for death. Let's go.
All right, so Vulcan ecosystem branding. You got the Vulcan Bridge, UXISwap, and the Vulcan Trace. We are excited to announce the rebranding of our ecosystem DApps, Vulcan Trace, Vulcan Bridge, and UXISwap. Now, Vulcan Trace, our blockchain explorer, has been rebranded to align its function as a comprehensive tool for exploring, analyzing, and tracing data within our chain. This powerful tool, valuable insights, and transparency into the inner workings of the Vulcan blockchain, enabling users to easily navigate and understand the complex data structures and transactions that take place on the network. You will be able to track transactions, including the tax and rebasing information. This is just like BSC scan. They're just calling it Vulcan Trace, which sounds sophisticated. I like it. Vulcan Bridge. Introducing Vulcan Bridge. This will be the first bridge of the ecosystem that gives our community direct access to the Binance Smart Chain. This connection allows for seamless transfer of assets, fostering interoperability and collaboration between the two blockchain networks. So that's unique in itself. And now this one is different because this used to be our favorite waffle swap. It's now UXISwap. The Vulcan ecosystem offers a wide range of products, one of which UXISwap, a decentralized exchange built on the Vulcan blockchain. UXISwap is a powerful tool that allows for seamless trading of paired tokens on the Vulcan network. Paired with the UXI token, the native token of the exchange, the DEX will provide users access to all our products in one place, making it easier for them to explore and utilize the full range of offerings. We believe that these new branding changes will better reflect the nature and purpose of our ecosystem, and we are confident that they will help us serve our users more effectively. We hope that these announcements will also mark the beginning of an exciting new chapter for our blockchain. So that is the news.
So the BSCscan.com, but ours is going to be called VulcanTrace.com. Is that what it is?
Trace.
Yeah, it should be VulcanTrace.com, and it should.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I like the way that sounds too.
Vulcan Trace, yeah, it's sophisticated, sounds good. What was it going to be like? It was going to be safuu X scan or something. I don't know.
Yeah, safuu X
scan.
Yeah, everybody does that. Polygon scan, Ether scan, BSC scan. Let's be different.
I mean, what we're doing on there is tracing things anyway. Like so why not call it that? That's what a lot of people do.
Like Avex has Snow Trace. We have, Vulcan Trace.
I didn't know it was Snow Trace.
Yeah.
Learned something. I'm not a big user of them at all. I just started using Polygon Network the other day because Prosperity shut down their BSC stuff, the contracts. So then I just degened into their Polygon contract because I'm a degen. But
So the DEX though, Uxie Labs, we now have Uxie Swap. That's a way
Yeah.
for obviously that's basically your pancake swap. You can swap Vulcan for anything that's on the chain.
Yep.
It's going to be the coin that you use, but I guess it's also where you can. I mean, minus a central exchange, right, Greek? I mean, it's where you can get Vulcan also on day one, right?
yeah, you should be able to go there, and I don't know what pairings they're going to have. If all the pairings are going to be open, what you're going to be able to swap it. Yeah, you should be able to. We'll learn more.
Well, you could probably swap your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, and Binance. We know
Yeah,
those.
we should have pairings for those three. Yeah, and with the bridge, yeah, we'll have ways. So yeah, you'll be able to do that on day one, as well as whichever centralized exchange sex comes on. It's late night. Sex is in the house.
There was also some comments that I was having a discussion with people in the Discord. I think it was 2 nights ago about whether or not the central exchanges will be able to rebase and also collect, because they will be on the chain. People who buy from them in their wallet, they will not be able to unless they come over to the chain. But Brian said that they're going to not be able to do that.
Yeah,
right. They're not going to be able to rebase.
So the wallet that the exchange holds will rebase, if I'm correct. But the wallets that because when you own on an exchange, technically you're just IOUs, and then when you leave, they give you the tokens and you walk out the door. That's basically how it works. So I don't know if the exchange wallet will rebase, but all the wallets in there won't be rebasing But
no, that's right. I think he said that they're not.
They're not.
That is the current state, but he did sound pretty open to the idea that that
now
it could be worked out in the future.
Exchanges could do, and they could pay. An exchange could do it on their own and be like, just keep a tab, kind of like we're doing. Now it's a paper tab, and they could keep track of rebases and pay them out once a month. I know with reflectionary tokens in the past, they've done that. Like Bitmart did that with safuu.
No, they can't do that.
Well, it would be the exchange.
No, I don't think they
the exchange does it
unless they're making their people pay the 5% creep. They're not going to do that. You can't, because then everyone's going to do that. Like that, everyone would buy on the exchange and then continue to get the rewards. They're not going to allow that, because then that means you're getting everything for free. You didn't pay anything. The 5%.
But this would be the exchange doing it on their own, but it's not, probably no exchange is going to do that, because obviously it's costing them. Plus, if anybody wants to go on chain and obviously why wouldn't you when you got the flex rewards? People are going to want to get their stuff off the exchanges and come on chain. The exchange is just going to use to buy it, and then once you transfer in, now you're on chain. You're paying that 5% tax, so you're really not saving much by being on the exchange. So that's one positivity. Exchange I look at is more of an on-ramp and off-ramp thing rather than housing Vulcan. So
it's more importantly an off-ramp. That's really what it's about.
For me, it's an off-ramp as opposed to an on-ramp. But once I have it set up for an off-ramp, then it makes for an easier on-ramp too. But that's very, very, very interesting. And some other things that happened tonight. Brian was in Discord talking about what was it? Firestorm. That's Firestorm.
Yeah.
Now we've had many theories. My theory is that Treasury is looking awfully big, and it would be a significant halving of the Treasury once a year for the life of the blockchain. That would be a huge, boom. That's a Firestorm. That's Firestorm in my opinion. And just imagine everybody looking forward to the halving event every year, where it's like, oh my gosh, we're going to get half the Treasury burnt in one fair swoop. That's huge. Would be
all those days and weeks leading up to it, it's going to be bullish. It's going to be an uptrend built in every year.
That was my one idea. The other idea I know Curtheus was talking about in his video, like just different ideas on the Discord. People were giving their thoughts on what it could be. Maybe just one thing, and then it would have the you said have somebody was saying have the rebase. I don't think people would fly with having the rebases. You know, that wouldn't raise the price significantly. All it would do is slow down things. But if it did the Treasury, that would be more of an impact, in my opinion.
Yeah, my idea was.
Well, that's the one that has the biggest amount. So.
My idea was.
Except for the fire pit.
My idea was if we have stable coins, then in the Treasury, we'll keep that, save it, or sell off some of the Vulcan from the Treasury and switch it over to stable coin. And then once we're at the end of the halving event, we go back into bear market. Then we'll buy back into Vol with those stable coins, using those profits to buy back and bring up the price. Maybe.
A lot of options on the table, I guess.
Yeah, I can't wait because he said it's coming out in the next few days. There should be an article written up. I'm excited to hear what it is. Notorious One says he's a bit buzzed, but never gonna miss my Vulcan boys live. What are you still doing awake? Why am I still
buzzed on a Tuesday night?
You have a super chat from
It's like
Compton.
if Greek's awake, I'm staying up too.
Compton 310. This news is huge like the Greeks' arms. Oh, now I'm not chicken arms anymore, huh?
I'm chicken arm. I'm chicken arm.
So today, after my first live, I ripped off the Tagaderm off this new tattoo, and too much hair was stuck to that. That hurt like I don't know how anybody does waxings and stuff like that. It's just
right.
Hey, Curtheus, your lady's in the comments. She's awfully happy to see you.
Triple Moon is always in the house.
Pradu for MVP.
VP.
They meant
Oh,
Prado. Everybody
Prado
loves
or
Prado.
Prado?
I can't really hear you guys right now. I'm in a bad zone right here.
He's in a bad zone, guys. He's in bad zone. Kelly Productions, you guys are awake. Must have been an announcement. Yeah, it was just the rebranding of the Vulcan Bridge, Vulcan Swap, and Vulcan Trace. I mean, sorry, Uxie Swap. And then
But the reason why it's big news for me, Greek, is because we're seeing the formation. It's happening. This is all, this is all another huge step for the blockchain, and it's released for March 1st. I mean, if this doesn't come out, then we're going to start wondering. But it came out today, which means that, the timing of this and its release being on March 1st looks more and more promising because of this.
The next thing that will make me feel really confident on a March 1st is if we're in the next week and a half, we got a faucet running and where we can actually have projects on our test net. If that happens, then you're going to get the happy Greek. I'm still happy. I mean, I still, things are coming into place. We're seeing some good things. Yesterday, with the Binance, the article on Binance, and then people going on the Twitter and saying, oh, look, it's got the wrong logo. I'm like, oh, geez. The fact that, and then the internet detectives are like, no, it was released on the 7th. I'm like, oh, geez, here we go again. Can't have any positive news without somehow people, I don't know if people can FUD. You can't FUD this. Like, okay, it's one thing you can't FUD. So at least the Discord seemed to be happy. They were happy enough to throw me 20 Greek emojis.
People find a way to FUD everything, bro.
I know. I was joking around with NR yesterday, and I'm like, sometimes I think that if we gave them $1 million, they'd complain because the bill wasn't crisp. And that's kind of like what I think sometimes with our community. It's like they always want to find the negative.
Not fiat.
Brian said it was going to come out at 2:00. It came out at 2:04. Like that's what we've turned into, and it's dangerous like that.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
negativity
it's a small percentage of loudmouths because most of us are positive.
it's 100% true. Like whenever you go on the Discord and you're like, oh, it's so negative, and I always think that, and then you look and it's like 5 individuals that, like, I'm like, if you just time them out, then it turns into positivity central. So it's like you just gotta. Plus, we all know in psychology, you learn that people are 80% more likely to spread bad news than good news. So,
I know.
So it's just psychology the way it works. Everybody loves when like it gets negative. They're all like dropping in. They're like, "Oh, this is terrible." Boom, 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 boom. But then when it's good news, people are like, "Okay, it's good," and they just go about their life. Oh, poor Boo is tired at 9 p.m. Poor Boo.
We just getting started, right, Kirk?
Kurthius, how do you go to bed at 9 p.m.?
I got up early this morning, so
Did you?
just trying to catch up on sleep.
Well, you better get up early tomorrow. My video releases at 9:30. I already have it. I already filmed it, edited it, everything. It's 9:30 a.m. You better be first in the
Walking
comments.
steady.
Yeah, they're safuu Council's ruining my lunch hour, so I have to not ruining my lunch hour. I have the meeting during the lunch hour, so I can't film. So I have to get it
Recorded that time.
But you guys
That's
are doing daily meetings like that?
No, not daily. Just every Wednesday, I think, for now.
No. Oh, so on Wednesdays you'll release at 9:30 then.
Well, this one, because of the news with the Firestorm, I was able to make a video because I thought I had enough information. And then this article came out. So this is good that I'm doing this live because it kind of covers this, because this is not going to be in my video. And I already uploaded it to YouTube and I have it set to release at a certain time.
Yeah.
Because I can't re-edit it now, because I could, but I don't want to. The things I do. Oh, look at you two talking to each other.
I wonder why they didn't say safuu for the Vulcan bridge. Maybe they're still very
It
strict
could be with anybody who
the-
wants.
Right. It could be that too. Like if there's any other projects that's going to bridge into like Polygon or Cardano, Ethereum.
That would be interesting. Make as many bridges as you can, but get one working first.
Right.
Hey, Greek.
Yes.
I was doing some calculations, just trying to figure out what this burn. Now, what I came up with, I was talking about in the Discord with a couple people.
I saw your comments.
Okay, so then, I mean, the way that I think about this, just because of what I've done on the calculator, is it is virtually impossible. It's not just plain impossible for us to not burn more tokens, more coins every day. We are strictly deflationary, and we only need literally $1 million in volume to match the 0.12%. If we got 1 million in volume, and also the entire supply gets 0.12%, that means, and that's I'm talking about just hours. That means that we have, I'm talking about hours as holders to 25 million. 0.12% is what we produce as a mint, but then $1 million in volume burns the same amount that comes in as far as minting is concerned, right? Is that right?
You were right, and Lucky did some math too. So it's like 35,000 coins are based on our share, the 25, not the treasury part. Because if you're counting our share, but if you count everything, it's 66,000 coins go into circulation a day on what I figured out. So out of those 66,000, if you burn more the next day, you're not going to it's not going to magically grow. It's just, if you burn 90,000, then the next day you have less. So
no, are you sure it's 66,000 coins or $66,000?
It's coins.
30 coins, yeah.
Because there's 58 million at 0.12%. Well, let's do the math. 58 million times 0.0012. 69,600 coins go into circulation a day. Now, once we burn that amount, so we're burning 3%, so that's we only need to. I forget what.
Times more.
Yeah, once you burn it, like the next day, it's going to be less and less. It's not you're not growing, so it's like people are like, well, eventually it will take more volume. This isn't like because the compounding effect is not going to be the same. So it's just
that's the other thing too, Greek. It doesn't matter what the volume is. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter what the price is. I meant to say the price. The price, it doesn't matter because the volume and the percentage of it being burned, no matter what the price is still going to be only $1 million in volume because whatever the price is, if it's, and I'm talking again only about the 25 million that we have is 1 million. But so no matter what the price is, if you have $1 million in volume, that by itself matches the mint. No matter what, because we still mint the same amount, and the percentage of burn is still the same amount, no matter what. So, I mean that's super bullish for me because we only need $1 million in volume a day to maintain a higher burn level, or at least the same exact amount that's brought in. We burn.
It's actually 20 million. It's 20 million we need.
20 million, which is. Still
20 million in volume
blockchain.
a day, and you will burn everything that comes in. Anything lower, you're growing a little bit. Anything higher, you're decreasing. So I see us being inflationary. 20 million is not a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot to cover 69. And one thing people need to realize is I think a lot of people forget that 1% that the Treasury is getting, those are recycled. Those are not and yeah, they are rebasing, but I'm counting that in the rebase. There's in the rebasing too. So we're still depleting our supply. So which makes me think, because the Treasury is obviously earning the most and it's getting 1% on top of that, they have plenty to do with what they want. So it makes sense for this Firestorm to be 50% burn right from this get-go. And then every year on the anniversary, they can do the halving event. It would be disgusting. Disgusting. That's my
what
thought.
if Brian were to surprise note holders with some kind of a bonus? Wouldn't that be fantastic?
It would be amazing. Anything he chooses to do would be amazing. I mean,
yeah,
he's got me intrigued.
I'm only bringing that up, Greek, just because of his history of saying no, and then out of nowhere he goes, "Guess what, guys?" And then he surprises us with something. And there's so much going into the Treasury already, just from the freaking rebase. Forget about the 1%. The 1%'s even more. What is that, like 10 times more a day that it gets from the 1% that it. So yeah, I mean,
yeah, they have plenty in there
he
to
could
do
do
with
something.
what they know. Yeah, they could do a lot of
If
stuff.
he wanted to.
We have a $10 super chat from Kelly Productions. Thanks so much. I'm away from Discord and on my phone. Can you quickly give a rundown of the announcement? Sorry if it already explained it. I just hopped on. You should do more late night lives. LOL. Yeah, these aren't happening ever again. I'm kidding. So basically, to sum it up, we rebranded the ecosystem. So now it's Vulcan Bridge, which we never had a name for the bridge. Now it's just called Vulcan Bridge. The swap is no more Waffle Swap, which is good. I didn't like Waffle Swap. I just thought it wasn't good. It's Uxie Swap now. And then rather than being like safuu X scan, which we were going to be, we thought we were just going to go to Vulcan scan. It's Vulcan Trace now. So that is our version of BSC scan where you can go on, search your wallets, search all your transactions, and make sure everything is up to code with what you have been doing. So that is the news in a nutshell. And Brian earlier with his Firestorm kind of compared it to Bitcoin halving events. So this is just me throwing out my opinions. Brian said something would be coming in a few days written up and it's set in stone. He also said that. So we got to wait on what Brian brings to the table with that, but that should be something interesting as well. I'm guessing it's just going to be big burns on an annual basis, and they could do that with the Treasury, and they'd be just fine.
Or you might do it every 4 years, like Bitcoin. Who knows?
I hope not. I want every year. I want to be greedy.
That'd be
Hey,
nice.
Freak, you said our circulating supply is gonna be 55 million, right?
58.
58 million.
Yeah.
Wow, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts. And just think, the Treasury holds 33 million. Okay, if he were to burn half that, like let's say on launch, he just does a $16 million burn. Boom. 58 million to 42, just like that. It would just think the buzz. And just think if they did these events yearly. And this is why I liked my idea. I don't know if it's right. If Brian's watching, please just say it's right. Could you imagine, like, people are so worried about the big people selling? Could you imagine if every year you had to look forward to these big burn events that would just bring the supply down a ton? You know, people would be like, oh my gosh, it's like in an instant you can just have the price shoot up like crazy. People would almost hold for these kind of events. It'd be a great thing.
What if Firestorm is SIF 2.0? Because he never talked about or included it in before or even in the tokenomics, but I don't know if it's like a surprise or something they were still working on at the time. But
I don't think there's going to be a SIF.
No.
Also on that point, I think that's why they took that huge treasury. That's what they're going to use it for. I mean, obviously to pay off their expenses like marketing and all that, but maybe they could use it to do burns, just much more flexibility.
And I was thinking, Lucky Charms brought up like one of the most amazing points I ever thought of. If you burn and you increase your price and you're like moving up the ranks, just seeing you on CoinMarketCap in the top 10, that's advertising enough. That's like the cheapest form of advertising you can do, because everybody goes on CoinMarketCap. Oh, look, what's Vulcan? Let me check this out. Like, how many of you have gone on CoinMarketCap, you know, when Avalanche was there or whatever? You see Avalanche, you see Matic, you know, Polygon, you're like, let me check this out. And it gets you intrigued. And that's...
I was on CoinMarketCap today, and I was looking at Aptos. Have you seen Aptos lately?
I heard it was going crazy. I really...
It is going crazy. Their volume is $1 billion already in volume.
Yeah, I know they got a lot of institutional investors, so it's like hard to like compare that, but that's a lot of volume. And
the prices they're up to number 28 now, up 77% in the last 7 days.
Jeez.
Market cap $2 billion.
That's
and
crazy.
The crazy part is you can't even buy the token if you try to buy. Go right now, try to buy Aptos. See what happens. How hard it is.
Well, I will have to try and test it out. I haven't even tried.
Let's try it and see what you come up with.
I will try tomorrow. I will try while I'm bored at work. Hopefully, I don't fall asleep.
More bullish.
That could be with the Bitcoin price going up too.
Curthius, tell her to stop cheating. Oh man, I was gonna say something. So I had somebody on my Discord asking a question. He wanted me to mention gaming in my stream. He says Unreal Engine is a huge partner. The gaming industry is $1 billion industry. Fortnite, which is a free game, which I played, grossed $1.8 billion. And we know Fowler's already talked tons about gaming.
And Fortnite, to me, Fortnite ain't free because my son always want me to buy him some damn skins.
Oh no, man! Fortnite, like everybody I know who plays, they spend so much money on just stupid stuff, and you're just like, why? I
can't wait for people to spend stupid stuff on our blockchain with games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go crazy.
I feel like Fortnite would be one of those games to be ported over to a blockchain. Just the way they've been going about things, and they've been moving pretty quickly. Which leads me to Fowler. You saw the Cosmic Force video, right?
Yeah.
The live one, and he was showing them connecting the right inside the Unreal Engine. They were showing them where they could trace.
We got you.
Trace a wallet. They could. What was the other part that they did? But pretty much, it's already there. So if Cosmic Force can do something like that, Fortnite can easily follow right behind.
Yeah, supposedly it's just API, being coded into coded into the game. It's not like it's something that has to literally be built from the ground up. Like it's supposedly plug and play. So
Yeah.
Fowler, I never got your opinion because I haven't talked to you since the Cosmic Force. Did you watch their video on Sunday?
yeah,
What was your thoughts on everything?
I basically from what I saw I saw a night and day difference from what I saw from the trailer release when we were like safuu X, like what we saw from that video, and that pretty much was like I would call that more of a like a teaser, like complete teaser. You know, we're this is what we want to build, right? Something towards this line. And when I saw the Medium article, you know, it had a couple still shots, and you kind of saw like what their alpha is like, you know, like the renderings and stuff. So
Yeah.
you know, when they work in the Unreal Engine and the Unity app, you know, it's not full blown graphics. It's not going to be the full render because it would take too much processing power. So in order to keep things moving really fast and you be able to design, the graphics are basically, the textures are dumbed down. So that's what I kind of saw in that screenshot. That was pretty much seeing like a real dumbed down version. But what I did see is that they're putting together a lot in the back. Like you're seeing level development. You know, you can tell they're making full structures for you to run around in. So you know there's a lot of progress going on. You're just not seeing it. And if they're showing you whatever they're showing you on this video, they probably have a lot more done since the time they did that video. Because they're only going to show you so much. They're not going to show you, hey, we got all this. Because that's almost like you don't want to take the excitement away.
Well, I was disappointed that I didn't see a Greek Vulcan character.
Hey, he's gonna make me one Greek. I'm in there. I did my photo shoot the other day. I'm in there.
I
I
mean,
hope
look,
we all
You
get
did?
one.
and I have to be wearing a shirt with my face on it because that is what Greeks do. We wear a shirt with our face. VulcanMerchStore.com. I got my shirt today. I got my hat today.
I have one of your shirts. I think it's awesome.
I love this shirt. Look at it. I got the Vulcans on the sleeve. You know,
I should have gotten a larger size though. I got a large, but it's too small on me. So because of my
I wanna get the
massive
tank
muscles, I
top.
guess.
yeah. It's just I was gonna say your massive muscles.
Hey, when you gonna start doing workout videos again, man?
Yeah, I've been coming up with different ideas. I'm going to still do the workout videos, but it's just a matter of, you know, the reason why is because I've just been doing other ideas. That's why I'm still doing my workouts. But I'll do more workout ones too. Yeah.
I like the woman's advice.
Yeah, yesterday's show I thought was really good. There was a few questions that I thought came in that were really, really, really good. Especially the one from Tartan Madman. He was talking about his depression and things like that. All that stuff to me is nonsense. I know that there's people that disagree with that, but if you change your mindset, you can change a whole heck of a lot, which is what I told them. You know, I don't want to get too far into it because this is not about that. But yeah, that yesterday's show I thought was really, really good. It's a really good idea. It gives a place for people to come and talk about stuff because everybody needs somebody to talk to, and that's really what the show was about. You know.
Exactly. And in the comments, I said the only you that you have to be happy with is the you in your brain. You know, and that's the
true.
truth of it. Notorious One says Greek's character will be running a yogurt stand in the game. That would be amazing. Like you stop by and instead of yogurt stand, it's like where you buy gun upgrades. Like that would be awesome. Like just go to
The Greek Yogurt Guru. It should be the name of the store.
You get
The Greek
an
Yogurt
extra
Guru.
boost or what? Your
you
ship
get
goes
it.
a little. That's the nitrous yogurt nitrous.
Oh yeah, you can buy all kinds of things with yogurt. Get a red tank top.
Grabbing my coffee, guys. Be right back.
Yeah, Curtheus, I got multiple tank tops, but one for every day of the week. Trill one.
You got
I
how many
saw.
colors you got?
I had to wait for Prado to stop talking before I could bring up your point on Discord. So you know how it is. Now that he's not here.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yogurt nitrous.
Yogurt nitrous. I mean, I love my yogurt stand in my Discord when they made that. It's my GIF. It's a yogurt stand. It's just awesome. Liv Freedom made it. She's talented. I can't do anything like that. I just make still shots. I don't know how she did the motion. Man, this is the latest I've ever been up for a live stream. We got 55 people watching. I don't know what. I know we have a lot of viewers like in other parts of the world. So
maybe a new market we need to tap into.
Like Lady Bex just woke up.
Like a bunch of people are probably watching. And they're like, "Who's this Greek guy? He's always on." And like, I post my videos at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time every day. Well, 11:30 Central Standard Time, and they're like, "Who's 57? See, they're coming in, Man, I really hope I'm right about this halving thing. Really hope I'm right.
That'd be pretty huge. Somebody was saying, I don't know if that was Prado or somebody else, which I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but they were saying the rebases could halve every halving event. Which, I mean, if we're at that high, if we're super deflationary at that point and we're really high at a price already, then that rebase could mean a lot for everyone.
I'm just looking at it as if we're like 5 months in and you got a lot of projects coming in and you start to roll, this blockchain is going to be doing like, I'm just going to throw out numbers because even though I hate this, like 400 million like a day in volume. Like, let's just say you have a bunch of projects, maybe a year down the line, you just throw 400 million.
It's not a lot though.
I mean,
it's not a lot, but think 20 million makes you deflationary.
Yeah.
So 400 million, you're already super deflationary. And if you think of it like that, do you really need to lower the rebase rate? That's something that people have thought of for like 16 years. No, I'm going to rebase at this 44% APR, which isn't crazy. And that would be amazing. That's a great selling point. But doing those halving burns, like the Treasury every year would just, if they halved, let's say they halved at the start, they'd be at 16 million in the Treasury. By next year at the halving event, they'd be at the same 32 million that they start this with. You know, it takes a year to get your thing back. So then they could have it again. And so basically it's like just having a 16 million Treasury and you just keep burning 16 million. And, you know, it's just taking it out of our supply because it's just recycled coin. So it's just going to be a bigger impact.
That doesn't even include the 1% that they're collecting every day, right?
Yeah, that's not even including it. So they could actually, now that I think about it, they could, who knows how much higher they could do.
They could probably do more. Yeah.
Which would,
but if they just did that, Greek, that by itself would be amazing. Yeah.
Extra scarcity in the supply because then, you know, our supply is at 25 million. And then just like next year, you look at it, we're like 19 million in our supply and the Treasury then halves. And you're like, what is going on? So it would be nuts. It would be nuts. Brian, give me a sign. Plan B, give me a sign.
Is Brian on?
No. I'm never up this late, so guys, you got to give me a sign here. Oh man,
they have not been in my live shots for like a week, maybe more. I haven't seen any of them.
Try about a couple months for me.
So they might not be there. I think it's because they're just busy, to be honest with you.
I was gonna say that.
Or they just don't like me.
In my live
that might
shot
be
in a week, but I haven't been on in a week and a half on a live shot. So
yeah, you did the one with daily. Yes, what is it?
Yeah, that doesn't count because that was a daylight one. They're not going to jump in that one, even though we did talk Vulcan at the end. So Trill One NFT says you guys are the best. Pride is too. Such a good soul. Did you see Pride yesterday? He got done dirty, man. His son just taking all the cereal, leaving like your son left a good portion for the Greek. You know, that's a Greek portion, but not for you, man. Man,
Oh man.
gotta love it.
It's messed up, man.
Hi, Guy. How used tonight? What have I missed? Safuu Warrior, you missed a lot. Prado said the Greek is the best.
I finally came out with it, everybody.
Oh, that was easier than I thought. Yeah, just for anybody who hasn't heard, because that's what this live stream is about. I got 20 emojis, Greek emojis, and that's why I decided to come live, because Compton made me. I got 20 Greek emojis, and we have 55 people watching, so this is well worth it. We rebranded, so now it's Vulcan. We rebranded the D app, so it's Vulcan Scan. Oh, not Vulcan Scan. What is it? Vulcan
Trace.
Vulcan Trace, Uxie Swap, and then it's Vulcan Bridge. So that's basically the whole Medium article is just going over those three. They didn't elaborate on bridge mechanics, so we don't know what that really means, if it's just through safuu or what's going on. I'm sure we'll know more in the future on that stuff and how the Uxie Uxie token's going to work. That's part of the Uxie swap, so we'll find out more on that. And then hopefully they get us rendering so we can see how the Vulcan trace is going to look, you know? It's probably going to look exactly like BSC scan, because everybody's scans and stuff like that, they all look similar because everybody wants uniformity because they know how to use it, you know, especially me.
So it's just a huge step towards the right direction for everyone who is worried about this launching on March 1st. This is just another indication that we are moving in that direction. But also, I just thought about this, Greek. It's also going to create more volume because we have a new token, the Uxie token, that's going to be added. So that's yet another thing that can be traded on the blockchain. So that also is fantastic news. That's another thing.
But we always have a token, right? For the debt.
Yeah.
What?
It will. I don't know how much. Yeah, it will give people a way off, and it should create more volume. Yeah, a little bit. Triple Moon says you guys are chopped liver. Greek's the best. Triple Moon, they're all the best. You know, I gave them like they weren't in there to see the Greek emojis. They had no clue a live was coming. I just went in the Telegram group that we have, and I go, guys, want to join me on a live? And I expected Prado to join because he was in the Discord when he saw the Greek emoji. So he knew one was coming, because I never will disappoint my fans, even though I hated that I got the 20 Greek emojis. I really didn't want to get them. But now I'm happy because we have 57 people watching, and I gave you guys a show, which is what I want. But they just all joined. They were just up. Crypto Pride's at work. Curthius has no excuse. It's 9 p.m. by him. He has no excuse. Fowler's just like, yeah, I'm up.
That's true.
Whatever.
That's true.
I'll just pause my game. That's probably what he was saying.
I was actually about to crank it out, and then you guys are like, you know, then they put out the medium marker. I was like, oh, let me go make a video. And then you were like, hey, let's get on live. And I'm like, sure, why not?
Anytime there's news, the first thing that we see is, are you guys going live? No matter what time of day it is. It's like, I have a life. No, I don't have a life, but you know, I might not even be able to go live tomorrow for my Wednesday night live, now that I think about it.
Why not?
I forgot I have a dentist appointment.
At 7 o'clock at night?
Well, it's at 5 o'clock, so I don't know, and it's a 40-minute drive to the dentist to get to my house, so I gotta, you know, I don't know what time it could be done. You know how they run.
Man, that's a late dentist appointment.
Well, I made, so when I set it 3 weeks ago, I set it for a time so that I didn't have to miss any work or take time off work, because I hate taking time off of work to go to doctors, or it's the dumbest thing ever. That's one of my things. Like, I'm not going to waste off time to go to the doctor. Screw that. And then Saturday
Yeah.
hours, you never have Saturday hours. They're like 6 months away. I'm like, no, I need this crown right now. Damn it. Just like Boo needs a kiss token. Come on, Curtis. Curtis. Day one, $200. Oh, I saw that at $1,200. I must be really tired, or I must be really bullish. Eh?
I think I did too.
Yeah, I think that we're going to be at 300 on day one, and we're going to have 50 to 100 million dollars in volume, and it's going to be insane, and we're going to go nuts.
I saw.
Now it's going to go down the day after and the day after that, and then we're going to level out and start going back up. I think that's
People
what
were
it ends
quoting
up
me
happening.
today on the Discord, and they're like, somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I think 300." And they're like, "Did you listen to Protonomics too?" And I'm like, "Wow, it's catching on my Protonomics."
Yeah,
They weren't saying it
sure
in a
is.
negative way. It was almost like they were taking pride that they listened to Prado. So it was like a honor thing. Like Protonomics is the thing.
They have accepted the word.
But yeah, like it's almost like an acceptance. Like it wasn't in a derogatory way. So I actually was kind of like cool with it. It was like Prado's been
Well, I
taking
mean,
a lot of
it
heat.
makes sense. It's
It
not.
does
It's
make
not
sense.
based on. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not based on anything that is outlandish. Like I'm not saying something that's just impossible. It's, we only have 58 million in circulation. That's it. I mean,
Now,
lower than everybody else.
If my Firestorm
And,
thing comes true, we won't have 58 million.
Well, that would be. Are you talking about the burning that the having every year? Because that would still.
I'm thinking he would just start us off with a bang, be like, okay, the end of March, he says,
Oh,
boom, let's
okay.
burn half
Oh, well,
the treasury,
yeah.
and then every
Oh, my
end
goodness.
of March you would burn half the treasury. That would be nuts. That was my
That
thought.
would be
that would be
incredible.
Create some FOMO.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you, Greek.
Yeah.
So now look at that.
would
We're
be-
talking about even less tokens. We already, I mean coins. Now we're already starting off with less than everybody else. Am I wrong in assuming that nobody has less coins than we do? I mean, I'm not talking about Bitcoin. Everybody knows they're topped out at 21 million. By the way, still on their way up. Like they're still inflating. So, but we don't have. Nobody else has. Nobody else has what we have, right? We have the lowest amount of coins of the blockchains because everybody else has hundreds of millions or even billions.
I would have to look
Right?
to verify, but I'm pretty sure it's close.
Yeah, it's close. We got one that's at. I'm looking at it now. We got one that's at 60 million.
Yeah.
So then we're still lower.
Yeah, they're doing $34 million in volume. Coin price is $35. That's called OKB.
Yeah. See.
Okay.
So what did you say the volume was?
34 million.
34 million. Yeah. See. So and they're all the way up there at 30. What did you say? How much it was?
$35. The coin price.
Yeah. So if we had 50 to 100 million in volume, I mean, it depends on what it is. If it's a lot of buys though, and we have that kind of volume with that little bit of amount, we could see far more than that. But if I'm basing it on actual data that we're looking at, that if they have 30 million coming in and they're at $30, then that would mean that's about what we would be if we came in with 50 million, we're probably going to hit 50 or 60 bucks,
So
Yeah.
not
Easy.
300.
As long as
Yeah.
we got, as long as we
But
got,
still, that's great.
Protonomics is how I measure my body parts.
Of course.
as long as we
It's the
got
only way to go.
projects, man, this thing's gonna rack it. It's gonna rack it.
Uh-huh.
There's no choice but to rack it.
So Lady Bex says she's been on 2 Greeks lives in 6 hours. That's a 2x. So she is 2x already. She is winning in the game of life right there.
Hi, Lady Bex. Love
Thank
her,
you
man.
for
She's
being on
fantastic.
2 of my lives. Thank you for commenting. I saw you in the comments earlier. I appreciate. Curtius, you can't keep a straight face forever.
It's hilarious.
I don't know, Prado. I don't know. They say. Yeah, I love how everybody does the market cap thing. They go, we can't go this because of market caps. And I'm like, oh, I hate when people do that. Never doubt anything. Never put a limit on anything. You never know what's possible. Nobody thought phones were possible, cell phones, and look, we got cell phones. Nobody thought computers were possible. We got computers. So never, ever, ever say something's not possible. So when I see that, it just annoys me. Say it's not probable. That's more of a better term, not possible, because possibility and probability are two different things. I just want it to be known. Man, it's late. It's late. I'm
Great. What did you say? I'm sorry. I was refreshing.
I was just ranting on how I hate when people say things are not possible. Like the first thing they like to throw about.
Oh yeah, I know.
Prices. Our market cap would be just through the roof. Okay.
Yeah.
Market cap is just
That's
the
exactly
amount
right.
of coins you have in circulation by the price. That's all. It like doesn't measure really any. Okay. People just like to throw that out. And I always want to say to people is don't put limitations on things, because nobody thought a phone was possible. Nobody thought computers were possible. Look what we got now. We got data speeds that were like 10 years ago even were not possible. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're on
I
Also,
want to hear people say
chips
probability says it's not going to happen, but possibility, it can happen. So when we give possibilities, it can happen. Yes.
That's all it is.
It's a different story. So that's all we're trying to say. That's my late night rant. That's all.
I really pissed people off the other day when I went into the calculator and I said, what if the blockchain collected $100 million in taxes? What will we get?
I saw you do that, and I'm like, Prado knows right now that he's just stirring the pot, and he's probably giggling inside as he's doing this.
Oh no, I was giggling while I did
love it. You're like, let me just throw the most obnoxious numbers out there. And what's the volume you need for that? That's like $10 billion. Yeah, of course you throw that number out, and then you're like,
That's what I did. I did it.
You are.
It's funny.
Kelly Production says a brand new layer 1 blockchain doing a 30x day one. I can see that. That is not unrealistic. Even some initial DEX offerings. I'm glad that you spelled that out for me. Doing 100x in the first hour. Yeah, for real. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. It can happen. You don't know what this Firestorm announcement is. Brian could throw everything on its head with his announcement. You never know.
And a yearly halving on top of it. Like, my goodness, this is all crazy stuff. None of us saw any of this coming.
This is not set in stone, this yearly halving. This is just the Greeks' idea.
No, we're just talking about it. Yeah.
It would work out and would be sustainable for them. They'd have plenty of money to do with what they want.
If he does it, then you get to say, guess what, everybody? Brian took my idea. That's what you could say. You're like, he took it from me.
Yeah. Even though he thought about it first and it's on paper, he thought about it.
No, the actual tokenomics of it, though, we don't know when he would want to do it. But if he does it, in fact, every year, you can say that you're the one who came up with it.
You know what? I can just lie to people and say one of those breakfasts we had in Dubai that Prado wasn't at because he was always sleeping in. I could say that I told Brian about this idea of the halving, and he just took my idea and ran with it.
Yeah.
I mean, who's to know?
That's what you could do.
We have very few witnesses because, I was at Pride made every breakfast, so Prado, not so sure.
I made breakfast every morning. It was early when I would go to breakfast. I think I had breakfast before you guys. That's the reason why. Because when I would go down there was once or twice that you guys were down there, but every other time was with Jason, me, Mrs. Worldwide, and Jason. We're the one we have breakfast every day, like at 7:30. So there was a couple of times with you guys, but then every other day with Jason. It was the truth.
You're on mute, Pride.
You're on mute.
We put the forks out. We help them set up.
Yeah.
We put the forks out.
Yeah, and we stayed there till we had to put the forks back away. So you guys win. I didn't do that. Prado claims he was at breakfast when I was on duty to make sure Prado's ass was on the bus every day. That's just my duty. They're like, Greek, call Prado. Where is this guy? And then I'd call him. He'd be like, Yeah, I'm getting ready. And then he'd come down and he'd be all dolled up wearing his pants and he'd be all excited. He's like, where are we going today in this 107-degree heat with my pants on? And then they give me crap for wearing shorts.
Yeah, I was gonna wear like a suit almost on the boat because I was thinking, oh, this is a fancy schmancy thing. I get in the elevator, Pride's like, you wearing that? He's like, you gonna burn up.
Courteous. Courteous. With coffee.
Gotta have my coffee.
You took away the best part of waking up in your video.
I did.
Why?
After I rebranded everything. So I was like,
I actually like the new stuff.
Pulled a Vulcan move. He rebranded everything.
Yep.
yeah.
So the other day I was getting my tattoo and somebody was asking me if I'm getting a Vulcan tattoo. And I'm like, no, I'm going to wait till this is official, you know, with the way they rebrand here.
Hendrix. Like Hendrix.
Yeah. I ain't throwing. But it's looking good. It's looking good. Still a little sore. I got an ouchie. You know.
How long does
Man.
the bruise last for?
Oh no, it's just a little. It feels like a little sunburn, you know.
Oh.
Nothing crazy. I had Tegaderm on it the last 3 days, so the most painful part was pulling the Tegaderm off because it was stuck on hair on the sides, you know, because my tattoo artist is a crazy guy and he did it to laugh at me. I know he does it, and then I tell yeah, so when I pulled that off, it hurt. I started complaining to Samantha in Discord and she talked me through it, so we're good. We're good. I'm all better now. I'm all better. I'm a tough Greek. Chicken arms and all. Milky says this is miles better than Good Morning Britain.
Is that what's on right now over there? Well, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning there.
Yeah, so we're waking up all of
UK.
British.
Mhm.
UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the face that they're waking up to. Look at these bags. They're just growing by the second. They're just growing. Pride, show us your tats, bro.
I only got one.
Yeah, Greek got a
Oh, you got
tattoo room
one.
to show your tattoos. And no one shares their Actually, we've had a couple. We've had a couple. NR doesn't want to
I don't
take
have
up
any
the whole
tattoos.
tat, so Prado's going to get a tattoo.
No.
Yeah. He's going to get a Vulcan tattoo.
Mm.
Or he's
Okay.
gonna jump out of a plane.
It'll be
One of the
one of those ones that washes off after a month. I'll do that.
The peel off ones.
I thought you had a dolphin tattoo. That's what I heard.
Yep. In my inner thigh.
Yes. If you see the dolphin, you've gone too far.
I don't know how you know that.
It's there to stop you. That's why he wears pants all the time.
Hmm. Yeah, I just don't like wearing shorts unless I'm going to go swimming or on the beach or something like that at the pool. I think men look ridiculous in shorts. I do. That's why I don't wear them. Especially these guys that walk around with ports. What are they called? They look like they're so freaking long that you're just like, what? These are supposed to be shorts. They're just so ridiculous looking.
I will
They're
say
so freaking big
in
and
Dubai, Prado was really jealous. He would always follow me and like stare at my calves. It was kind of weird. So I I
Yeah,
may wear pants next time around Prado because
I was dabbing my mouth, because my mouth was watering. I was like, oh,
yeah, we're
Greek's calves.
we're going up the stairs in the yacht and there's Prado. He's always got his phone and he's always filming and he goes, "Look at the Greek's tattoo," and he's got like a close up of my calf. I'm like, as I'm
Bro,
going up the
we
stairs.
were there to work.
Hmm.
That's what we were there for.
Yeah.
I had to keep you all in check. because you guys wanted to, let's go clubbing, let's go to the beach. I'm like, we've got to do videos. Okay, that's what we're here for.
I still did it all. Milky says, me and NR have convinced Kryptonian to get a tattoo in Vegas. Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah, by the way, people have asked about the trip. It is still May 21st. Someone said something about it being canceled. I said, I don't know who told you that, but there is no such thing. We are all still planning to go.
Probably the haters.
If you can go to the Win, stay at the Win, but if you can't, stay somewhere else. But that's still the plan. So
yeah, the haters are saying it's canceled because they want to bash the blockchain, but
It's not releasing much fish. Man, we're not gonna have money.
I don't care what they say.
we're all gonna have money. Even the Greek for the first time in his life. Maybe.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes, Vegas is the best place after you get your money to go blow your money. It's great.
Well, I'm not going to do that though. That part I'm not going to do.
I love gambling, so just I need a gambling buddy to stop me. So, perfect.
Right.
I'll stop you.
Right.
So I set limits and I give my wallet to my friends, and then I spend the next 5 hours begging them for my wallet back.
Yeah.
And I tell them, no matter what I say to you, if it gets nasty, don't give my wallet back. I won't fight them. I just start just begging them, and eventually they get so annoyed they give me my wallet back, and then I lose money, and then I yell at them more. So I'm like,
why'd you give me my wallet back?
So Notorious.
Yeah, I won't give you your wallet back, no matter what you say.
He says he's wearing a Speedo in Vegas. You can see my inner thigh dolphin tats. That's what it's all about right there.
Hey, Ian, on my live, I think it was the one. It was the advice column live. You posted the first comment. I saw it, and then it was gone. Like by the time I went live, it was not there. I don't know what happened to it. Did you take it down or something? I don't know. That was just weird.
That happens. That's why these first comments. So if you set it in advance, like sometimes I'll have 4 comments when I set it in a day in advance. People will say first and do other things, and then when I go to start the show, those comments are totally disappeared, and then it's like a different comment first. So it's weird.
Yeah, I still gave you credit for it though, Ian.
YouTube is. So this is a good point Milky makes. I got to take his ledger to Vegas to claim my flex for beer money. We all have to bring our stuff. Give me your wallet, Greek. I'll free money. Yeah, I'm never giving my wallet to a Packers fan. I'd rather lose my money to the casino than lose it to a Packers fan.
Bruh.
Provis says 20 plus years in the Navy and never got any tattoos, but I may just get one in Vegas. Peer pressure is an MF.
Man.
Well, if
you
Barry,
you got to be stronger than that.
His way, I'm going to get his face on my ass. So that's Barry's whole goal of Vegas is to get his face on my ass.
That would be absolutely hysterical if that ever happened.
When I talked to Barry on the phone, he spends like 2 minutes trying to convince me of that every time.
I haven't spoken to Barry in like a week.
Yeah.
It's like Greek. Barry's always right behind you.
Crypto Gale says if our blockchain takes off in time, then I might join you all in Vegas. You should join anyways. He says he didn't take it down. Comments get removed by YouTube for some reason. I appreciate the recognition, Prado.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prado took it down. He didn't like you. He's always doing stuff like that, and then he blames YouTube, and which I don't.
I hope everybody's ready for the Eagles game. Is everybody ready for the Eagles game in February?
Where's it going to be?
I think it's in Arizona, right?
They're going to be on the golf course in February. Playing golf.
That's the game. The Eagles game is going to be on the course.
Dude,
what do they call that? They don't call them games. It's a match, right?
Brock Purdy is the next Tom Brady. I'm calling it. He's a stud. Mr. Irrelevant. He's just gonna win 7 Super Bowls. He's gonna start right now. Or the Eagles can just end his dream story right here.
The Cowboys sucked so bad
they
against them.
They are so bad. like one of the guys I work with is a Cowboys fan, and I just come into work on, and I'm just like, Monday I come into work and I'm like, what the hell was that? He goes, yeah, same story, different year.
I mean, that's why I loved when they gave Dak Prescott all that money. I was like, there you go. That's perfect. A mediocre quarterback, and you give him top dollar. Fantastic.
Exactly.
It's like $150 million he's getting paid. And now you have to give credit, though, to San Francisco's defense, though, because they are
they are good.
The Eagles and the Niners are the top two defenses. So, they did pose a big problem for Dak Prescott, Dakota Prescott, but he couldn't come through.
Yeah, man, they shouldn't have paid him. They shouldn't have paid Dak. And actually, the thing is, Jerry actually had a way out. He did. Yeah, remember he had snapped its ankle or whatever. That would have been like the way he snapped that. Yeah,
it just looks bad. See, they were in a tough spot because it looks bad if you get rid of the guy after he snaps his ankle, and then with all the stuff, it's one of those things where, and then they paid Zeke too, and it just
that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like about Lamar Jackson. He didn't play all season. He just turned down $133 million contract.
Why did he do that? He wants more.
Yeah. He wants guaranteed money. He wants it all guaranteed. He wants a
he wants it all guaranteed.
And the worst part about him,
that I can't blame those guys. Any football player that holds out from guaranteed money, I agree with them because they could just get it taken away like that just because they just are like,
he has no agent. He's his own agent.
Yeah, he's his own agent.
Yeah,
that's impressive. I hate his prisoner hairstyle though. Like he just can't. He won't get rid of it. It's like the worst. He's got the worst hair ever. He looks like a freaking prisoner with those stupid braids, like these big braids like this. He looks like a prisoner.
Yeah,
like, what are you doing, bro? Change your freaking look, bro.
Maybe he'd play better if he changed his look.
Maybe. Yeah, but that hairstyle to me is just hideous. And he's had it for years. It's horrendous.
Greek question. Do you know if the new tokenomics affects the fee you pay when transferring vol from one wallet to another? I want to send my vol from my hot wallet to my cold wallet after launch. You will get charged 5% transfer.
Yeah, so nothing changes.
Nothing changes. This is why I made sure to do everything ahead of time, but there's going to be a lot of people doing transfers.
Yeah, I used to tell people not to do that much, but now I'm encouraging it because it's more for me. Transfer all day if you want.
Yeah, transfer back and forth. Eventually, you'll go to zero. But
yeah, exactly.
Curtius, we're getting 4 inches of snow overnight, and you're sweating.
Bro, you guys are getting 4 inches. We've gotten no snow here in this area. We usually get hit quite a bit, but zero snow so far this year.
I was texting my boss, and I'm like, it's going to be so bad. Can I stay home and work? And he's like, hell no, you're coming in. Oh, my God.
Bro, I don't get it. Like, you could do your freaking job from home. Like, why do you have to go in? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Because the CEO wants to see me at my desk, twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah.
Secretly pretending I'm working when I'm actually designing merch for the Vulcan merch store.
Yeah.
Code YouTube, save 5%. For all the 56 watching. Spread your Vulcan cheer.
56 watching, that's fantastic. Still.
I'm shocked. Like,
we've had 50-something the entire time.
Yeah, like, why? Like, I look terrible.
We got up to 60-something, I think.
Yeah, we got up to 65 at one point.
Take Curtius off and see if people leave.
Oh, we gained one, 58.
All right, now we're talking. Keep him
see what happens. See what happens.
Oh no!
Nope, it stayed. It stayed.
Moons
David
it down in the
Walls.
comments. Don't you ever do that to him again.
You better not.
David Wall says, "Hey guys, sorry to rub it in, but in Australia we have public holiday tomorrow, and I'm taking Friday off for a 4-day weekend, going to the beach. Love the new announcement for Oopsie Swap."
Me too, brother. I couldn't stand that waffle swap, David W. I mean, like, that was just a horrible, horrible name. I said it over and over again. I hated that name. I'm glad it's not gonna be that.
Yeah, I'm glad. I like the new announcement. I like it, just going in a more professional manner forward. That's good. As for your
Just
4-day holiday,
originality, Greek, first of everything, all kinds of new things going. Let's not play on any words from Pancake Swap and Binance. All that was just nonsense.
Safuu Warrior, I can assure you we are in talks with Cosmic Force.
Is that a question or is he saying that?
It's a question. We are Cosmic Force. They brought stuff up in the Discord, so it's public, so it's not anything I'm revealing. But well, 5% is worth the safety. LOL, I didn't have my cold wall in time for sacrifice. It came in the mail 2 weeks after. Yeah, it's worth it for safety. Yes, exactly. Especially since this is going to be your ticket to paradise. So.
By the way, when you said Cosmic Force, they said something in a Telegram. They said they were going to release some information in about 24 hours about what type of utility they were going to try to bring for this safuu token. So I don't know if you guys heard that, but
I think Greek knows.
Oh, the game?
Yeah. So they were responding to my video because I had posted a video about the message about them, saying they had ideas on how to give utility. I didn't know that they had actually talked to the council. Greeks breaking that, but because I didn't know. So
yeah,
they were responding to basically like my video. So now Greeks tell you that they're in talks. That's breaking news. So.
Well, it's
There
not
you
in
go.
talks. They just said, and Elliot's aware of it, so we're going to be in talks. So,
okay.
And there's ways they can help out safuu without actually having to go through the council as well. Because anybody can they can use safuu to buy. They can buy safuu with certain game mechanisms that I don't know about, and they can just send it to the burn wallet or do stuff like that and help safuu out, and it has nothing to do with. Anybody can. Prado can make weekly buys and burns himself if he wanted to for it.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that, but yeah, I could.
With safuu, who knows?
Sorry?
I said buy some NFTs with safuu.
That could be. I don't know what their whole maybe their upgrades in the game using. I have no clue where they're going. I'll probably find out a lot more tomorrow.
Stake your safuu to earn some NFTs. Who knows?
But it really is late for me, and I do have to wake up in 4 hours to go to work, unfortunately. So.
All right, brother.
Fowler, is that Pac-Man in the background?
Yep. Little ghost.
I'm the king of Pac-Man.
I suck at all games. Well, now's as good of a time to end it. Some of us have to sleep. This was an impromptu live.
That's
thanks to
right.
Compton. He probably is in his bed already. He's probably all happy because he heard his part at the start. He got to see our faces. Compton, if you're still here, comment.
Said Prado go live.
Well, I have to work, so I'm starting in 45. Well, I'm at work, but our show starts at 4. The morning show for the NBC, and I'm going to be doing those live shots. If I do anything, it'll be after 7:00, which is in 4 hours and or 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, so just stay up, man. Notorious, just keep drinking. You'll be up 3 hours, 45 minutes. You'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So on that note, let's end this sucker.
Sounds good.
Never fear, because